Good morning, everybody. Just thought I would do a quick flip through of these three little books for you this morning. They're off to new homes today. I have a little bit of work to do on the middle book. I was selling it as an unfinished book, but our friend wants it embellished, so I'm going to do that today. I've got a lot of things already prepped and ready to go in it, so I'll do that sometime today. I'm just going to start with this one. This is the Hershey chocolate book. And it's about 4x7, give or take. There's a lot of hangover with laces and fabrics and things. But it's just I'm not gonna read a lot of quotes or anything. Just doing a quick flip through. Let's see. Am I getting everything in there? Yes. Okay. This was a fun book to do, but it was a very hard book to do. I started out doing a whole different. I was just doing odds and ends, no theme at all. And I came up on this Hershey image in my stash. And it just took on a life of a chocolate book. So it's just lots of little old images in there. Several of these I got off of, this is a little notepad, a little chocolate notepad. It says chocolate up there. And it just clips in there. There's just lots of reading space in here. This says Hershey's Sweet Milk Chocolate on that. This is a little notebook, and it is Hershey's. And it's just pages, just blank pages for writing or for your journaling needs or just for looking. This is just a really neat little book. That I love that image. Just going to keep going here. Life happens, chocolate helps. I'm a chocolate fanatic. I love chocolate. Either you love chocolate or you're wrong, it says. And this little pocket is just filled with little quotes about chocolate, little poems about chocolate, about the love of chocolate. I have the mayonnaise chocolate cake in there. That's the old chocolate cake from the Depression days, and it uses no dairy or eggs. And then the Hershey's chocolate fudge recipe is in there. So that's what's in that book. There is a lot of reading in there. It's just a fun book. This one is the bunny book. And it is just crammed. This is a little pocket here with just lots of bunny stuff in it, quotes and things, some of my favorite quotes, and then some bunnies. And there's a little glassine bag that I just distressed, aged, and put some paper and pencil in there, one of those little homemade pencils. This is another little notepad just for your journaling needs. This is my happy place. Seems like everybody loves bunnies, and I love bunnies myself. I love the bunny books. This is just a little thing, a little twofold of bunnies. More bunny pictures. Little girl in the garden. It says, never underestimate the healing power of a moment in the garden, and that's one of our quotes for today. This is an envelope with some more little bunny quotes and things in it, images, poems. It's been several days, a couple of weeks, a week or so I can't remember what all is in there, and I'm not going to open it up. In the Garden of Tomorrow. Love. A big clock. It's just a really cute book. Lots of reading and all in this one, too. This is a really neat book. This is the book I'm just calling the Spring Book. I have a hard time with pastel books. I hope I got all that other book in the frame. But we're going to keep on moving along because I want to have a lot to do today. We have to work on the stove today. My oven went out, so there's just lots of work to do besides the books. Just started out doing a light-hearted book, and the pastel books are hard for me. I covered every page in either cheesecloth, and now they have paper or fabric underneath them. They all have fabric underneath them. And then some have paper over that. And then some have, they all have either cheesecloth or creepy cloth. Every page. Oops. This is a bunch of things I have to finish up to go in there. So these are just some spring images, but every page is just such a fuzzy, soft. This is a beautiful book. But I was having such a hard time. I've developed trigger finger in my right hand of all hands. So, and it started about 6 months ago, but the last month it has really got bad. So I was really having a time with this. So I thought I'm just going to quit where I am and sell this as a starter book. But then after I rested my hand overnight, it got better. And the one that did want this book wanted me to go ahead and embellish it. So I'm doing that today. And this will have a lot of reading in it. There's a pocket that will be overstuffed. And then there's that. Just some really cute spring images in there. And if I can, I'll do another video before I ship that off, just so you'll see, or at least take pictures and put them on the grandma page, so you'll see what's inside. Okay, that's all we're going to do on that. I have several more started. Have a bunny book started, another bunny book started, another book that is just, it's just kind of naturey, country, farmy, like that. And then I have a old grandma's journal wisdom book started. So, and they're all small books. I like the smaller books. It's just, you know, I have a hard time with my attention span because I'm so hyper. So the smaller books are easier for me. I have done a lot of the bigger books, and I love doing them, but it's these little books that I really enjoy doing. Each one of these books, you know, I have so many people saying, could you make me a book for like $25, $30? Well, I thought I could, but I can't, because every one of these books started out to be like a $25, $28 book. But the more I worked on it, the bigger it got, the fuller it got, the more ideas I had, and the more things I wanted to do. And these books just take on a life of their own, and it's like I have no control over it. I cannot turn out a book that, unless it's just really, this sounds terrible. I can't turn out a book unless, to me, it is just really above and beyond great, aged and great. And I don't want to. I don't want to turn out a book that is half done or that looks half done. Now, you could get a $28 book from me, but it would only have 2 or 3 pages in it, because each one of these pages take a long, long time. This book was really hard because I had to get some things on Etsy. Oh, and I wrote the names of those shops down and forgot to bring it up here. I do know it was something like the Old Design Shop. And oh my goodness, what was the other one? There was 4. But I did get some images off of Etsy. So I can do more, maybe chocolate books, we'll see. I've bought quite a few images off of Etsy. There's some beautiful bunnies on there. And I've got a stack of books that I bought before the pandemic at our flea market. And I bet I bought 10 or 12 books that day, and they are all so old, and they have some of the most beautiful images in them, and they are old enough that I can use those images, and I have used some of them. And what I do is tear out that page and copy that image, and then I tape that page back in the book. So I still have the book intact. I still have the image to use later. And then I've used some of the pages that were just print pages, and there were some great books. Okay, let's do our quote for today. I'll give you 2 or 3. Let's see. Let me just show you what I got going here. I did a little extra to this page. I wanted to put some glued in things in there, and then I worked on this page over here. I'm behind in the book. That happens. But anyway, that's where we are today. The first quote for today is, write your thoughts in sand and your blessings in stone. No, that's not what it says. Hold on, don't write that down. It says, write your troubles in sand and your blessings in stone. Okay, now that's the first one, and then I will have them all underneath in the very first comment box. I'll have these quotes written down so you can write them down in your book if you're making a quote book. And I encourage you to make a quote book. That is our challenge that started in mid-March, and it will run indefinitely. We just work on it when we can. I haven't worked on this in 2 or 3 days because I have had so much trouble with my hand, and I was trying to get these books done. So, okay, the second quote is, the night whispers all the secrets the day keeps from us. The night whispers all the secrets the day keeps from us. I love that quote. And let's see, there was one more I wanted to read. Oh, never underestimate the healing power of a moment in the garden. I just read that. I had that in one of those little books, that little bunny book. So, okay, never underestimate the healing power of a moment in the garden. Okay, I wasn't on last week. I was having a terrible time I was having a blast is what I was doing. But I was having a lot of trouble with my hand, which has just got worse in the last week or week and a half. And it is the right hand. It's a trigger finger, and it gets stuck in place. And then to get it back in place, sometimes it'll pop back in place on its own, and sometimes you have to pop it back in place. And it is very painful to have to pop it back in place. So then your whole hand is hurting. So I had a terrible time. Plus I was spring cleaning, and I was having a blast doing that. I love to clean. And just had a lot of things going on. It's beginning to turn spring around here. So lots to do. Lots to do, just like for all of you. So I didn't do a video. I did say I would do them Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but there's no need in doing a video if I don't have anything to show. And the videos take so much time, and then they have to be uploaded and all this. I have to gather all the stuff and see what I'm going to do and what I'm going to talk to you about and all this stuff, and then upload the videos, and that takes a long time, an hour and a half or 2 hours on my computer. And there's just so much to it. So time is valuable. And I'm just not going to waste time if I don't have anything. If I could ever get set up in that room, and now that I'm spring cleaning, I have to kind of put that on the back burner and just work a little bit on it each day. But I'll try to get set up over there where I can do some craft with me videos in real time. But that's a little ways away now, because spring is here, and now I'm trying to get, I've got quite a few of these small books started, and I want to get them out. So that's it. Hope you all have a super duper grand and groovy day. Hope you get a little kindness and spread a little kindness absolutely everywhere you go. And let's just craft and do what we can today. Family and home and church and God and all that stuff first. But let's work in a little crafting, because crafting is good for the soul, I think. Okay, going to talk to you soon. Love and hugs.